Good evening and welcome to DNC, which is Dame Nellie's corporation, but I'm just being silly because I don't have my own TV channel yet. What I'm doing is I'm trying to break into the internet, you see. Now, I was told by some friends, everyone was trying to give me some advice, I was told by some friends that before you get onto the internet, whether it's YouTube or Yahoo or whatever, you need a biog. And I said, well, I'm not having another one of those done. They took about 2 foot of colon out last time and I couldn't walk for weeks. And they said, no, Dame Nellie, you're thinking of a biop. This is a biog, a completely different thing. So, this is what I've written out about me early life and me terrible hardships which I've gone through. I was born at a very early age to my late father, the Sheriff of Drich, and my mother, who was a principal shareholder in Valium, sometime in the 1960s. My father was a very strict man. I never did get to know his first name. And my mother was seldom sufficiently compost-mentals to follow a recipe for prawn cocktail, never mind show me any real affection. So I had quite a harsh upbringing, you can see, despite the apparent luxury of me surroundings. Shortly after me third nanny choked to death on a frozen prawn, I was packed away to St. Moroidia's School for Snooty Girls, where I'm sorry to say I was bullied mercilessly. I remember in domestic science class being pelted with eggs and chocolate and then spun around in a teacher's revolving chair again and again until I was turned into a light, fluffy mousse. But even then, the other girls in the dormitory wouldn't spoon me at night, not even with the lights out. However, I did have a bit more success in Mr. Depravity's history class, where I often came out with excellent marks. Unfortunately, they were usually upon my bottom after being made to sit on top of the scalding hot radiator for some minor infraction such as breathing through me mouth or looking at the inkwell. Nevertheless, I was left with a love for history that has endured. However, teenage years do intervene, don't they? And from a meek and mild schoolchild, I slid into being a hormonally imbalanced monster with acne that a lunar landing module would have had difficulty negotiating. I would lock myself in my bedroom for hours, listening to Susie and the Banshees and smoking me mother's stolen Bensons and Hedges. I couldn't afford to buy black nail polish, you know, so I just used to bang the end of my fingers with a hammer to get the same desired effect. This situation couldn't last forever, as you can imagine, and in time I was obliged to fly the family seat and find my own way in this harsh, unforgiving world. Now, any attractive woman will tell you that their beauty can often be a curse, and I regret to tell you my tale has been no different. My fatal attraction for men has drawn me into a long line of unhappy marriages, which have sadly kept me tied to my kitchen sink, and at one time to the railings outside Drich Station. That was my third husband's idea, and have prevented me from following a profitable career. So here you find me now, setting myself up and touting for business as a thespian, and I know what you're thinking. It's just a stage what I'm going through. But seriously, if you want to keep me hopes up, and that means just one thing, enough money to buy scratch cards, and a smile on my face, which I try not to do too much as it cracks me foundations, then consider giving me a call. I don't mind what it is. I'm very versatile. I have a wonderful body for voiceovers and a sensational voice for mime. I'll consider anything. It's somebody's turn to buy 4 new tyres for the car again, and guess what? It's mine. So that's me biog. It's me touting myself, trying to make some money through the internet and telling you a little bit about my history. See you soon, audience. Bye!